there, Gigi?
I'm here.
All right, now it's going. Cool. Fantastic. Hey, thanks a lot for spending the time here. Hey, well, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. My name's John Lewis. I'm a DJ here at University of California, Irvine. The station's KUCI. And the reason why I'm calling, a couple of things. Well, first of all, everyone's been wondering since the Ben is Dead magazine came out earlier this year with Don Lewis, no relation to me, he's a good friend though,
Right.
did a phone interview with you. And he was talking about, that was, I think, during the Gross issue, he was talking to you, I guess, just about what you were up to. And at that time, I think you weren't having any legal hassles. In other words, I don't think you were in jail.
I wasn't in jail, but I wouldn't say I wasn't having any legal hassles.
Okay, all right.
I've got legal hassles more than I can dare to talk about.
That's right. Hey, and the reason why I'm calling today is in the article it mentioned, I think Peter Yarmouth was his name, was mentioning that, let's see, tomorrow you were destined to...
Yeah, commit suicide on stage, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so has a lot of people been bugging you about this lately?
Well, I mean, people that know the situation that I'm in ought to have realized that I've been in prison for the last 9 months, and obviously while I'm in prison I can't go through with the deal. And
Right.
But what has happened is the Michigan Department of Corrections is basically trying to discredit me. They're trying to say that I'm a threat to society and a threat to myself, and they want to continue to lock me up. So here I am again, you know. When I get out, like I said, I will do it, but at this point in time, I'm not going to set another date because obviously being in prison has opened up some more avenues for my animosity, and I got a lot of battles when I get out. The only way I will commit suicide, and when I do commit suicide, will be when my soul has reached its peak. And at this point in time, I've still got a lot of people that I intend to fuck up, and I intend to get my revenge back.
Okay.
That way.
All right. Now I'm going to have to ask you. This is a decision you've made. You decided when you leave this planet, it's going to be by your own hand.
Right. Absolutely. That's the greatest thrill of all. It's and I want to die on stage basically because that is where I've lived my life.
Right. Okay. I don't know how to say this, so I'll just say it. A lot of people, I hate to say, are kind of looking forward to this, but...
Well, the people that are looking forward to it obviously don't understand what I'm all about. They're the people that come to the shows to see the spectacle, and those are the people that generally get caught in the crossfires and get the shit beat out of them. They're the first ones that go run to the police about what I do. So, you know, if their whole intention is just to see me commit suicide and they don't know the reasoning behind it, then they're not part of what I'm all about. People that will come to see me witness the suicide will know that why I'm doing it, and when I do it, it will be because I've set the road work for the mission and have done everything there is to do. And right now, I've got plans when I get out. I plan on leading the underground into a rock and roll revolution. I think that it's definitely needed to separate the frauds and the phonies from the people who are the real nonconformists who are into it for the real deal. I mean, I live in the underground every day, and I'm sick and tired of seeing these phony bands coming in and using the underground venue as a stepping stone for their own capitalistic plots and commercial sellouts, and that's what I'm seeing so many bands doing right now. And fuck, you know, for 13 years I've lived in this scene. This is who I am. I mean, the raw, brutal, bloody lawlessness is. I mean, that's where I live every day. So I don't want to hear these other fucking bands coming in and putting on all this fake bullshit because I can see right through them. And the time is now. The time is now for a war.
Okay, and why do you think the time is right now? Do you think it's because the stage has already been set and it's people need... Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, look what's going on in the music industry. I mean, it's pathetic. It's pathetic. You got, people now coming out with 2 versions of albums.
Right.
You got your censored versions, and you've got your versions that, they can sell in the stores. I mean, if I can't say what I got to say on one record, then fuck it. That's it. I'm not going to water myself down and put out 2 versions of something. I'm going to put it all out. If people don't like it, and they just, fucking suck my dick. Or, that's, I see too many people selling out. I mean, I saw Ice-T. I mean, he completely copped out. He completely gave in to the industry. by pulling that song. I mean, that was the most cowardly thing that he ever did, and I have no.
Okay. All right, there we go. Now it's recording. Cool. All right. Okay.
Don't erase anything, because I'm only doing this once.
I know. I hear you, pal. Your time is too precious right now, and you know I hate to dwell on this right now, but okay. Your name's Gigi, and I guess because they called you that because your real name when you were actually born was Jesus Christ Allin.
Right, Jesus Christ Allin.
Okay. I can't help but see some parallels here in well, the way I look at it, I think you're kind of martyring yourself for this cause. I mean, do you see it that way?
I see it as I'm looking out for my own soul. I mean, my soul has always been actually quite out of control. Sometimes I don't think my body can even control it. I'm doing it for myself because I feel that when one commits suicide at his peak of life, then he's destined to be stronger in the next life. If when you've got everything said and done, why linger, right? Why hang out? Why waste everybody's time? Why waste everybody's breath? When you got everything said and everything done, fuck it. You know, blow your brains out and you know, at least leave this earth with some sort of integrity, and at least have your soul intact, and have that, you know, have it be the strongest possible thing in the universe.
Right. You know, before I try to argue the other point, I'm going to mention what you're saying there really parallels actually a lot of Eastern thought, a lot of Hinduism, and actually...
Well, I think it's essential. I mean, what your soul is your basic who you are. And to let that die, I mean, a lot of people are dead anyway.
Right.
Living dead, so they might as well, you know, blow their brains out. And, you know, plus it's such a thrill anyway. I mean, the whole build-up to it will be like such a great orgasm.
Right.
Violence definitely excites me.
Okay, and I'm going to talk about the violence now. You kind of had a violent beginning, I guess, from day one.
Yes, I did.
For the person out there listening who doesn't know, and this is all just conjecture and what I've heard through third person, but apparently, I guess, when you were very young, your own mother tried to take your life? Is that true?
My father, actually, he had planned an Allin family suicide right up to the point where he had graves dug under the house in the cellar. And, yeah, he was planning on it, and then I think in the middle of the night, my mother had sort of kidnapped us and took us out of that situation. But, yeah, that's right.
And would you say your childhood and your life is, let's see, basically outside of normal?
Well, I don't blame anybody for who I am. If anything, I blame them for creating a very strong individual. I've never been one to seek friendships or relationships. I've always sort of built these walls around myself, which gave me inner strength. And I felt the need not to be associated with anyone. I figured, you know, I like myself. I can deal with myself. And it makes me that much stronger because I don't have to give myself to anybody.
Right.
What I obtain, what I take, I put back in. And other people have to share, and I don't share with anybody. I just take.
Okay. Now, all this started, I guess, when you started in music and in a band, right? Or did it start before that?
That I ever got involved with music to begin with as a weapon, as a revenge. I mean, it was never anything where I wanted to be popular or get a record deal. My whole purpose to start a band was to go in and trash all the clubs that we hated and beat the shit out of all the people that we didn't like and just completely revenge. That was my whole motive.
Right, and then I guess from there, though, what I understand, you started out pretty, I guess, kind of like a hard rock band, and I guess, I don't even want to call it performance, but I guess you just kind of kept pushing it a little bit more and pushing a little more.
Well, it wasn't a performance, it was the way I was living my life. I mean, the way I lived, just I brought to the stage. I would build everything up inside of me like an atomic bomb, and then I would get on stage and release it. I mean, it's hardly performance art in the stage of like a Karen Finley or Lydia Lunch, where they're up there, you know, wanting to be accepted by the audience. I'm up there for my own self only. I mean, the crowd is the enemy. I mean, they're there for me. I'm not there for them.
Okay. Because of that statement there, can you, I won't say blame, but can you see why people would say, like the state of Michigan perhaps, would say why you're a threat to either yourself or others?
Yeah, I'm doing it for rock and roll. I could give a shit what Michigan thinks. I mean, are you saying because I look at the audience as my enemy, I should be in prison?
Well, I think that's what what they're thinking.
Well, I'm looking at it this way. Okay, when you come to my show, there's a lot of people that come to my shows just to sightsee.
Right.
Those are the people that are going to leave bloody,
right,
with broken bones, and like I say, first ones to call the police. So I can't tell who's coming to my shows to see.
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, hey, hold on for a second.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, you there?
Yep.
All right. Okay, so you spent 7 years in jail. Okay, let's see. Okay, the other things. Do you fear death?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I seek death. And I think because of the fact that in my everyday life I seek death, that's probably why I accelerate life, because if you fear nothing, you'll go for everything, and you'll get whatever you want.
Do you feel your life's been that way?
Yeah.
Okay. And,
I mean, that's the way I live my life. I mean, that's just the kind of person I am. If, tomorrow's going to be the last day, so I'm going to take everything. If I got $1, I'm going to spend 99 cents, and, I ain't going to worry about what's going to happen the next day, because it might not be there.
Have you always lived this way, or would... I mean, even...
Yeah, I really pretty much always have. I mean, it's gradually progressed. I mean, you can't take, you can go back 13 or 14 years ago with my first album, and you can follow it all the way up to my most current album. And every single album and every single band is basically where I was in my life at that time.
Right. And, whoops, I got a little feedback here. Let me pull back. And, have you ever thought of, like, maybe if you lived in another culture, like, say, India or something, that, you would probably have a perfectly normal life? What I mean by normal is...
I do. I know what you're saying. Probably.
Okay. All right. And another thing is this: when you finally do decide to leave this world, what do you think? What do you think people are going to say? I mean, what do you think they? Okay, there we go. Good. Do you remember that thought?
Yeah, I guess I don't know what you'd have to ask them that, but I would hope that they would remember me as the death-defying rock and roll terrorist whose whole life was dedicated to his rock and roll mission.
Okay, and let's talk a little about it, because this all started with a band. I guess the name of the band is, when it started was G.G. Allin and the Jabbers. Is that still the name?
Absolutely not. That was hundreds of years ago. The band I'm with right now is G.G. Allin and the Murder Junkies.
Okay, and who are the members? Is your brother Merle one of the members?
Merle's on bass, a guy named Dino is on drums, and a guy named Bill Weber is on guitar. And they were with me for the year that I was on parole, and they're still with me now.
Okay, and you're scheduled now to leave, is it Jackson State Prison in March?
March 11th of 93 is what's been put down on my paperwork.
And do you think there'll be any reason why they'll, for some reason, keep you in, or do you think...
Well, they can't, because I'm maxing out. I've done my time. I got a 4-year sentence, and they let me out on parole, and I'm back finishing up the 4 years. So they got to let me go this time.
Okay, all right. And once you get out of Michigan, are you guys going to go back and try to pick up where you left off?
Immediately.
Okay.
Immediately. The first thing we'll do is I've got a couple record companies that want to put out the next album. We may record it out that way, out in L.A. I think you're probably familiar with a guy named Kim Fowley.
Right, exactly.
He's expressed interest in producing it. And a company over in Paris, Maryland Records, wants to put it out. So I don't know. I can't say for sure that's going to be the label. We're going to record and then right back on the road.
Right. Okay, and I got to ask you, being on the inside so long, do you feel comfortable there? And
you don't want to ever feel comfortable anywhere. I never feel comfortable anywhere. I can't put myself in that position. Whenever I feel comfortable, I'll do something to throw a monkey wrench in there to make me very uncomfortable, because I cannot live in comfort. So absolutely not. In here is for me like what most people would, when people go to college. This has been my college. It's made me a better criminal. It's made me a better fighter and made me a stronger person. So I used it to my advantage.
Okay. Hey, Gigi, hold on for 1 second. Hold on. Okay, there we go, Gigi.
Yeah, you got it.
Okay, hey, anything new you learned or anything you observed lately on the inside? This is, if it even concerns you.
I saw somebody die the other day.
Okay, what, an inmate fighting, or?
No, actually, she just fell over and died. I don't know if it was the food or what. No, I've seen guys get their heads split open. I've seen people get stabbed. I mean, you see everything in here. I mean, I'm living with murderers and rapists and child. I mean, it's all in here, man. Or, I mean, what I live with in here, you people in the outside world would have no idea what it's like.
Right. No,
But it makes it tough.
Right, I'm sure. I got to ask you this, too. What's the worst you think you've ever heard anybody, whether...
I don't know, because a lot of times I've left cities and haven't found out till I've left, actually, things that have happened. I've heard stories, and I don't know. I've heard that I cracked somebody's skull. I heard I broke somebody up pretty bad. I don't know. I mean, these are things that I hear when I leave town, and I know that clubs have been sued because of things that I've done to people. And but like I say, it's like the environment that you put yourself in. If you put yourself in the environment of a GGR performance, you're putting yourself in the environment that you're pretty likely that you're going to get hurt, because
right.
I'm going to make sure of it.
Right.
I'm looking for it.
Right.
I'm like a snake. I'm a hard person to read, because a lot of people could sit beside me and think, I'm probably the nicest guy in the world, and then a second later I can slice your throat and whatever.
Well,
so I don't give myself away. I let people see what I want them to see, and then I do what I want to do.
Yeah, I was just thinking of a kind of a lame proverb or something. It was off a movie. I think it was a Woody Allen movie about a frog trying to get and a scorpion trying to cross a river. Right. And the scorpion goes, "Hey, frog, let me get on your back, and we'll cross the river." And the frog's going, "No way, man! You'll sting me, and then I'll die, and we'll both die." And the scorpion says, "No, that's not going to happen." So the scorpion gets on the back of the frog, and guess what happens? The scorpion just starts stinging the frog, and the frog's sitting there drowning, and the scorpion's drowning. He's going, "Man, why'd you do that? Why'd you do it? We're going to die." And he goes, "I just couldn't help myself."
The thing is, I'd wait till I got to the other side and then sting him.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There's a twist. Okay. Hey. Now, a couple other things, real briefly. I don't know how much time you have.
I got plenty of time.
Oh, cool. Then I guess we can talk a little bit longer. We'll just have to be transparent.
Yeah, well, I got at least 10 or 15 more minutes, I think.
Great. Okay. What I was getting back to, you're on the inside, and right now, I don't know if you're concerned with too much the outside world, but in America, this is an election year.
I know what's going on.
Okay. Do you keep up on what's going on in the world? Are you an observer?
Oh, absolutely. You have to. I mean, yeah.
And,
not that it matters, because I live so far underground that, I mean, it doesn't matter to me who wins the election. It doesn't matter to me, because I'm going to live my life the way I've always lived it anyway. So, but you got to keep in touch with what's going on, because if you're in a war with somebody, you got to know the opponent,
right,
to defeat them. So, but as far as the election, it wouldn't affect me any way who wins, because they're all a bunch of fucking, nobody that I'm going to abide by anyway.
Right. Okay, and another thing I was going to ask you is, shoot, hold on, I'll gather myself. I was going to say something halfway sane, and now I'm thinking,
Cut all that out.
Yeah, I know. Okay, I'll just let it...
Look good.
I'll just let it flow then. What I was going to ask you... Oh, hey, you seem very lucid. You seem very, you know what you're doing. Now,
absolutely. Doesn't a leader has to know where he's leading?
Okay, with all this time in jail and everything, has they ever sent, like, a psychiatrist or anything like that?
I've seen more psychiatrists and counselors and sex therapists and AA and NA, and I've been through every goddamn program the system's got to give. And I just built a brick wall around myself, and
Right. Okay. What do they say about you? What do they say? What label do they put?
I'm an antisocial personality disorder. I'm a masochist. I'm a what did it say on my PSI report? I'm trying to think. I'm a psychopath. No, they got me. They got some great things. They didn't. Those are a few they've got down.
Okay, how do the other inmates treat you? Do they stay? Okay, and again, how do the other inmates treat you?
They leave me alone because I know, it's like I said before with the snake thing. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about, but when you piss me off, I'm gonna go after you, and that's just the way it's laying in here. I've had some people test me, and they found out that they regretted it, but for the most part, they all think I'm crazy. So they don't fuck with me.
Okay, you call yourself a masochist, but do you ever succumb to people willingly, or do you always go down in a fight, or how do you deal with a type of conflict?
Sexually, it could go either way. I don't mind being the victim once in a while, but like I said, I do what I have to do, and if it comes down to a fight, then it comes down to a fight. But the bottom line is that I'm going to do what I got to do. If I got to get across that bridge, I got to get across that bridge, and then if I got to set it on fire, I got to set it on fire, but I got to get across it first.
Right. Okay, everyone's been talking about how much damage you've caused on other people and, how much destruction you've left, but you're a victim yourself of people, I guess, getting tired of you and working you over?
Well, I don't mind that because, see, I put myself through tragedy and pain every day because to go through that pain, like I said, has made me stronger. And the pain that the self-inflicted pain and the mutilation that I inflict upon myself just makes me that much stronger of a person. And I find that on tours or in everyday life that if you put yourself through tragedy with each day, then you'll be able to face tragedy when it hits you and you'll be able to face any situation. So that's that.
Right. Hey, do you feel if you were in another time or circumstances were different, you'd be a warrior or anything like that, or?
Probably. I guess. I don't know. I'm a warrior now. So I mean, what would change?
Right. Right. It's just you have a different enemy, I guess, instead of I guess.
Well, I don't know. There's still going to be people around. I hate people.
Yeah. Would you ever, if you had a perfect world, if there is such a thing, and I know you keep changing your world. Do you think you'd ever be happy if it was just you alone and perhaps everyone subservient to you, or? I
don't know if I would ever want to be completely happy. That seems like quite a boring life to me. I'm lost here now. I just lost my thought. But I don't. I do like to be alone. I can deal with being alone, but I don't think that I would ever be happy in any situation.
Right.
But as far as if somebody were to drop me on an island all by myself with no other people, I'd be all right. I can still jerk off, and I can still keep myself company because I still got a mind, and I can just explore it.
Okay. It's written somewhere that you don't have girlfriends or relationships. In fact, that you.
I have. Girls, but they're not girlfriends. I mean, I find hookers, or I find, I'm into sex and violence and prostitutes and hookers and nasty street girls. I'm not into love and all that. It's just boring too. That goes with the happiness thing. I'm more into the quick fix of sex and then get on with it. And like as I said before, that way I don't have to give myself to anybody. I can take what I want and then find the next Greyhound out of town.
I have to ask you, did you ever use drugs or anything like that?
I ever used drugs. What drugs haven't I ever used?
Okay, I guess that's what I should have.
I guess you could say in 1989 I was like a walking dead man. When they arrested me, I was so emaciated, and I was shooting heroin, loading needles, and putting them in my suitcase, and on the road we would stop at truck stops, and I'd shoot those fuckers in my veins and just, keep going. And I was doing everything and anything. Like I said, I was walking towards death, and I was just waiting for it. I mean, I was looking at death every day. I just didn't know when it was going to take me, but it was there. I mean, I was playing with it. I was fucking it, and I was sucking it and bleeding it, and I was in that death pit. But I'm still here. My soul wasn't ready.
Right. And, I had something there when you were saying that you were fucking at the pit. Hold on, it'll hit me. I was going to ask you, about drugs, heroin. Hold on. Heroin, drugs. Damn it, I just lost it, so I'm going to have to go on to something else. It'll come back to me. That's how it happens.
Carry on.
Okay, okay, Gigi, that's what I was going to ask you. Your life, you kind of live from moment to moment. Do you ever document anything? Like, do you write anything down? Do you keep a diary? Do you keep a journal? Has that ever appealed to you?
Basically, the journals and the writings are the albums.
Okay.
When I'm in the studio, that's when it all comes out of me, and I really do inventory of my mind and my life, and that's where my lyrics come from. I have written, but I'm not the type of person that's going to just carry a pencil and a pen and write something down when I see it. I'm going to live it, and then after I've lived it, I'm going to do it on record and on stage. So that's where there is an autobiography right now being written about me through many interviews and newspaper articles and so forth. So by 1983, you'll be able to buy the book and know everything.
Okay. And I guess your albums, they're available through, how would anyone get a hold of them?
Well, a lot of record stores don't have the guts or the courage to carry them, so you really, Performance Records in New Jersey deals with a lot of them. There's a lot of bootlegs and things. I can't really tell you that. I don't know. I guess you have to, good luck.
Yeah, you've been out of the loop for a while.
Take a gun into your nearest record store and fucking tell the motherfucker you better order it and blow his brains out.
Okay, and your brother Merle, you have a family. I mean, you have an immediate family, correct?
Yeah, I got a bunch of them.
Oh, you got a bunch of them.
I got about 6 fathers and 6 mothers. Which one do you want to get into?
Yeah, well,
it's, basically the only, my brother and I, it's different. It's completely different as we are. He's a great bandmate, and he's got a wife, and they do their thing. We're completely opposites, but he's still blood. So yeah, we're about the only 2 left.
Right. And would you say he's the alter ego of you? I mean,
Yeah, possibly.
Okay, and how does he feel about, well, I mean, I'm going to ask you, when you're gone, does he support that, or?
I don't think he does, but he supports what I'm all about. He knows if I've made that decision that he will support it. He is the type of person that is not going to try to talk me out of it because he knows I'm too strong-headed and strong-willed, and he knows exactly what I stand for. He's expressed the fact that he wasn't sure he'd want to be in the band during the last show, and my band had a meeting about it, and they finally said that if I wanted them there, they would be there.
Yeah.
That remains to be seen, but we'll find out.
Okay, well, I talked to him, and he seemed pretty anxious for you to get out, and...
He put the band together for me there in New York, and he's done a real good job over the last year while I've been in prison at, maintaining them.
Right. And when you get, you may not want to talk about when you get out, are you going to call any place home, or are you going to just stay on the road?
Stay on the road.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't know, with your record, though, you probably wouldn't be able to leave the country, would you?
Well, as a matter of fact, I will be off parole. I have a number of states where I have warrants but will not extradite. And as long as they will not extradite me, or the fact I have no warrants, I have talked to some legal advisors, and they say that I could possibly obtain a passport. And if that's the case, we will go to Europe next year.
Okay, how about California? Can you come to the state?
Well, yeah, but I don't know what it is with you people out there, man. We can't get a fucking show out there in L.A. We played Frisco a few times, but L.A. just, I don't know what the hell the deal is. They just can't deal with it.
It's a different place. The last time I'm thinking of something like this probably happened was when back in, it seems so long ago, in the 70s when Throbbing Gristle came. And that's probably the last time something like that happened.
Well, it seems to me, and I'm sure I won't win any fans over by this statement, it seems to me everybody out in fucking L.A. opinion, but I'm saying the overall picture that I've seen. So.
That actually, your opinion has been shared actually by quite a few people. So it's not exactly you're not. I mean, you're not misleading anybody.
I'm not alone.
You're not alone. It's definitely music is different than what rock and roll was.
Yeah, I was out there last year and we were hanging out in that area and.
Okay, go ahead. You're in San Diego?
Yeah, we played in San Diego, and that's I ended up in the hospital a couple days after that. But we went through LA. I think we stayed with some people somewhere around that area. And shut the fuck up. That's just a loudspeaker here.
Yeah, I could hear it.
Yeah. Now what the fuck was I talking?
You're in San Diego. You went.
Yeah, we're in San Diego, and then we hung out in LA for a while. We went down to the whiskey, and it just seemed I don't know. I pulled down my pants and started running around the street and shit. It was pretty funny, actually.
Did you get any gratification, or was it just lame?
Well, people just got looked at me like I fucking was a psychopath, and that's okay.
Okay. All right. Is there any city or any particular time you were on stage or off stage that was, pretty much you felt good or whatever the word is? You felt like.
You know what really feels good to me?
What?
I'm gonna be very honest.
Go ahead.
The best time, the best feeling to me in my life, the greatest high is being on that stage and just watching that blood come out of me, just cutting myself and just feeling that blood, just knocking the shit out of myself, and just tearing myself apart. Man, that's like the greatest high for me there is, and a lot of people do it. A lot of people try to imitate me. I won't mention any names of
right.
who they are, but I mean, for me, it's just such gratification. It just puts me so in touch with my inside, and it just feels so. It's like I can go out and make it through another day after that. Because without that, I don't know. It'd be real tough.
Right.
So that's I mean, you can take that as you will, but that's really when I'm really the most in touch with myself is when I'm on that stage.
Okay. I guess I'm not a psychiatrist or anything like that, but I guess they would say, yeah, okay, you're somewhat of a masochist, but at the same time, you're kind of living, I think, a little more than a lot of people do, and I don't know if I'm making sense there.
A lot of people fantasize about what I do.
There you go.
Would never have the balls to do it. I think a lot of people try to get into it, but they really don't get into it as complete as I do. I mean, I give my whole life for it. It's I don't know. It's just, to me, it's a very necessary thing for me to do. For other people, it may be a hobby. I don't know.
Okay, here's a I don't know, nightmare, or I don't know what you want to call it. What would happen, or this is supposition, maybe you don't even know. Say you were conscious, but for some reason your body was incapable of moving. I'm just throwing that at you. I mean, how would you react to something like that?
If my body was incapable of moving.
Well, yeah. I mean, say like you were wheelchair bound or something, or if you were quadriplegic. But
well, as long as I could still get on stage, and as long as I still had something to say, I'd go with it. And if I didn't have anything to say and I couldn't get up on the stage, then I'd say it's time to die. But I could get up on stage in a wheelchair.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't bother me at all. It might be better. I don't know. I could just, cut my catheter bag and throw it at some motherfucker. I don't know.
Right. Well, anyway, okay, what else was I was asking you something very similar to that. Hold on. I'm starting to blank out now, too. I'm gonna push it back to you. Anything you want to say right now, or?
I think I've pretty much said it. I think people had better wake up though and understand who's for the real thing, and like I said, who's the frauds and the phonies in the rock and roll underground. And I think the time is now. So you've only got yourself to blame.
Right. Do you think life's too easy for most people?
Yeah, I do.
And do you think this world would be different?
I think people look for an easy way. People are looking for an easy life. I'm just the opposite. I'm looking for all the obstacles. It just makes me tougher, that much more of a way. It just makes it more interesting. I'm an adventurer. Somebody tells me, well, you know, you have 3 roads to take. That road over there is cool. You'll make it no problem. These other 2 roads, you're going to face danger and you might get killed. I'm going to take the danger and the death over the safe way. Yeah, I don't know. If I die, fuck it. At least it's been a thrill.
Right, right. And I'm going to have to ask you, do you have any feelings about anything after death? Is that it? Or
no, I feel that my soul is going to go on. I feel if I kill myself while I'm in my peak, I think my soul will become that much stronger in the next universe. I think my soul is incapable of dying. I think when my body dies, my soul is just going to...
Okay, go ahead. You said...
I said that, death is going to be a great adventure, and I look forward to it because my soul will just go on to higher heights.
You know, with that type of thinking in mind, do you think, like, just life is kind of like just in the way of getting there?
Sometimes I do, yeah. Like I said, if I had nothing here to do, if I had all my business taken care of, I'd be gone.
Right.
But as long as I can remain a constant threat and a constant danger, as long as I got something to say for the rock and roll, for the real, true, nonconformist rock and rollers, then I'm going to say it, and I'm going to continue to be that dagger in the music industry's back, because they want to get rid of me. So I'm not going to give them the pleasure of leaving too early. I'm going to leave when the time's right for me, not when the time is right for them. Because right now, the music industry needs to be destroyed.
Right. And is there a time where you think the music industry was, or I shouldn't say the music industry, but the performers were on the edge? It was that...
I think more so in years and years ago. I think they actually were living it before it actually became a product or something. When somebody nowadays, when you listen to any kind of radio or even records or whatever, you find that as soon as somebody hits, a million others are trying to sound like them or look like them, or it's all very institutionalized. I think back years ago, you probably did have more individualists.
Right, right. And as an individualist, is there anybody...
But even then, none of them have taken it anywhere near to the limits that I have. I think that I'm willing to go till death. Who else is?
Well, I'm going to ask you that. Is there anybody that you've heard of, either in the past history or that you've met or that you've known that you, how should I say, admire?
That I what?
Admire, I guess, or...
No. I guess the only person I really admire is myself, because why would I admire anybody else when nobody else can come close to what I do?
Right. Right.
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
I can't even think of any bands that, I'm sure there's some bands out there that are true, that believe in what they're doing. I don't know where they are. I haven't seen them.
Okay. A couple of more questions. Hey, is there anything you haven't done that you're looking forward to do, or do you ever plan anything like that?
Well, if there's something that I want to do, you can best believe that I'm going to do it.
Okay, so there's always something...
There's always something. There's always a bigger battle ahead, and when you beat that one, then, if you win or lose, it doesn't matter, because if you lose one fight, you win the next 2, and if you win that one, then you just keep going. You always keep going till you can't go any longer, and then you fucking put the gun in your fucking mouth and blow your motherfucking brains out.
Okay. And I guess with that in mind, when you do, if you ever, well, you made up your mind, when you do decide to take your own life, is there, have any idea how it's going to happen? I don't really want to discuss that. I do know, I have some ideas of what I'm going to do. Let's just say it's going to be very bloody. Okay. Wow. Well, I don't know what to say, GD.
I think we could end it at that.
Okay, I think
I got to run here in a minute anyway. But,
okay.
Put that together, you'll have a hell of a Halloween show there.
I know. Gigi, I've only read about you, but after meeting or speaking with you, I'm going to be following you. I'll be calling you again probably in March. I'll be in touch with your brother. I'll make sure everyone...
Yeah, get in touch with Merle, and when I get out, maybe we can do an updated interview.
Yeah. Hey, man.
As long as you're on the level and
I'm on the level.
I'm not wasting my time.
I'm not wasting your time. You're going to do what you want to do, but, man, I think you got a lot of work to do, and I think...
I'm going to do it, too.
I think,
I just got to get the listeners out there, rally them, play that interview. And what I want you to do is, definitely make Merle a copy of that tape.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm not going to lie to you, we're probably going to end up bootleg.
No, hey, no problem. No. With you, you got my permission. Just make sure people hear it.
Yeah,
you got my permission.
The whole thing is I like doing interviews because I have things to say, and they're important to say, so people will realize just how important this whole crusade is.
Okay.
With that, I'll leave you and be in touch with Merle, but by all means, send him that tape and play it tomorrow night on the radio.
Okay, Gigi, I'm going to leave one last note, man. I hope you live a long life. Know why? Because you do have a lot to do.
I do.
You do. And I hope if it ever happens, it's in your later years, man.
Okay, keep spreading the disease, man.
Okay, take care.
We'll see you around.
Bye-bye.